Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. Hold on a second, why isn't my picture showing up? There we go. Cool. Let me go and find it on YouTube. Sometimes things are not always as easy as they should be. Alright, let's see. Your channel. There it is. Let me go ahead and, let's see. Share. Copy link. Facebook. Okay, I think by now I'd have this down pat. It takes so long though to get them posted on Facebook. All right, waiting for the icon to load. Let's see who's on here. Hey, Dorky Hippie 81. Hey, Mike V. Still posting the link on Facebook. There we go. Doing the final publish. Hey, can you guys hear me okay? Because I can't hear my own audio sometimes, so I don't know how it sounds. Yep, cool. Hey, Sonny, thanks for joining us. Black Phoenix 77, thanks for the sound check. Thanks for the sound check, Dorky Hippie 81. The price is ridiculously high. I know! Let's go ahead and get into this, and then we'll talk about the crazy price. Mattel, you want how much? How much? How much? Are you kidding me? Oh, you know what? I find myself getting more frustrated now in these videos than I used to. Let's see, started to go fun. Yep. GoFundMe page. What's funny is when Snake Mountain came out, I made a GoFundMe page, and it was buy a home for my Skeletor action figure. Nobody donated. But I went back to see if it's still there for kicks. I couldn't find it, so I think it's not there anymore. Now, let's go ahead and go through this. So we have the new Eternia. It's 3 feet tall by 4 feet wide, so it's going to be pretty big. We're talking almost the same size as our Snake Mountain. Now the difference is, of course, it's not solid. We got these little monorails going around, and 4 feet probably goes all the way to the tip of this one, to the tip of this one. So the monorail adds a lot of size to it, just because really it's just 3 towers and a monorail. So it's not like it's actually a huge giant play set. It's 3 small play sets put together. Of course, the central tower is kind of big, with this monorail connecting them all. Now, it looks like they're connected at the bottom down here as well, but I'm not sure. Maybe the other pictures you look at might reveal it. They should offer payment plans. Yeah, they probably figure you guys can just use a credit card, which is crazy, but we should set up for we should set up one for Eternia. There you go. Mike, if they do that, they would consider ITV. All right, so Connie the Pool. Oh, they're talking the Black Phoenix 77. All right, let's continue on. So we have the cool monorail system, and I'm guessing this car holds 1 figure. So it looks like the legs would go here, and the back would go against the back. So it's probably only a 1-figure vehicle. It'd be kind of cool if it's 2-figure vehicles, so you can stuff them in, one in front, one in back. But I don't think it's going to be that way. And then we have the flying vehicles, so you can do the Superman ride like they have at Six Flags. There you go. And he's got guns mounted, which, you know, seems kind of weird to have that as a standard vehicle, but okay, whatever. Hop on the vehicle, take some pot shots at people. Anybody gonna buy this? Hey, Alf, it's going good. Nice. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Holy cow. But there is an early backer bonus. When the Eternia Playset is funded, all orders received between 10/12 and 10/19 will receive this King Grayskull you see right here. He's a key figure in the history and mystery of Eternia. Now, I've heard a lot of people complaining about a few things about this figure. One, it's based on the Revelation cartoon, not on the King Grayskull we got with Classics or that we had in the 2000X. So there has been a lot of debate. But again, we saw this figure at the con. So yeah, the figure's all right. It's not spectacular. It looks like they gave him the same armor, I think, that we've seen before. So, I don't know. We'll see and see how it looks. All right. So there is the snake head. It looks like it moves. Supports. Now here we have Skeletor. And watch the arms close in. Whoop! See how it grabs him? Huh, huh, huh. So that's kind of funny. Kind of fun stuff. And you can see his feet are actually slid back. But when it grabs him, does the mouth open too? Is that what's going on there? I always wondered, as I never had the toy, if the mouth actually opens enough to fit a character through there without being trapped every single time. Then there's some cool stuff, like of course we got the cool little dungeon, which, you know, you pull the mace and the dungeon opens up. And it's funny because on the heroic side we got a dungeon. You know, and then this is the moat that surrounds it, and it's got some weapons thrown in there, and a little sea creature of some sort. It looks like a manta ray. Then we have the elevator, a little more advanced elevator. Then we have a ladder, which is similar to the ladder we've seen in the old comics. It should have included a silver Eternia guard from the back of the Eternian guard package. They should have given a nostalgic figure for a nostalgic playset. Yeah, I'm kind of glad they didn't give us a really cool figure, because how stinky would it be, hear me out here, if they gave us like a super ultimate awesome figure and the only way you could get it was paying $700 for this playset, and if you wanted two of them, you'd have to get two playsets. So I'm kind of glad they just gave us this King Grayskull. I don't really have any connection to him, or, you know, I don't feel, you know, he's not a toy I ever had as a kid. I like the 2000X cartoon, and he doesn't match that. I wasn't a fan of Revelation, and so there he wasn't there. So really, this King Grayskull, as cool as he looks, and they did make him look cool in this picture. Let me go and back up so you can see him. How he's standing making the pose. I don't have any affinity towards him. He's not somebody that I would say, okay, this is a figure I've really been waiting for. Just like the green Trapjaw. I'm not really excited about that figure either. But we'll see. Okay, if you take a look right here, you can see a connection point that goes from the main tower to the other tower. So there is something there, a little tunnel underneath here that nothing can fit through. And maybe a little bridge, I don't know. But there you go. All right, let's go ahead and continue on with this exciting playset. Now the back's pretty cool. So you take a look at the back here, and you can see there's the elevator. It has the ladder. You can see the parts. And then at the top, it has a bunch of stuff in the very top tower. Now, I'm surprised there's not a lot of backs to the other one. Looks like it has controls down here for the Snake Mountain part. And I still think it's hilarious that the heroic side only has a dungeon, and that's it. And the evil side has the cool play area, you know. And sure enough, they are connected. Here it is. So it is actually connected to it. I often wondered how that worked. I don't know if the original one is that way or not, because I never really had a good look at it. But there it is. Pretty cool. Then, of course, they have the massive gun, which looks similar to the mini comic gun of Castle Grayskull a little bit. Yep, so let's go ahead and continue on. So inside this tower up here, we have this little guard that looks like a soldier from the Horde. And I'm not quite getting this. I'm not catching the connection. Why would he have a Horde trooper mounted inside here? I don't totally get that. Did they have that before? Was there a Horde trooper in the original playset? So anybody has the original playset, let me know. Hey, Jinx Caliber, thanks for joining us. Nolan, thanks for being here. Juan Solo, thanks for being here. Roberto, thanks for being here. 700, 400 still is so much, I believe. So it's not really 700, but by the time you add everything into it, it becomes 700. This will be on Mattel Creations for a long time. Well, here's the bad part, Comedy at the Pool, is if they don't sell 5,000 of these, they're not making them. Oh, Unicron, that's probably a good thing that you're saying. It probably is for a practice thing. Nice. Punching stabbing bag. I don't even thought of that. He does have holes in his hands to hang on the weapons, just like we saw with the... Okay, that makes sense. It's for practicing on. Nice. Master Far says, I made a King Grayskull months ago. Master Far has it in the bag. He is set. There is no reason for him to get this playset. He's got the one. Kudos. And it's funny is a lot of times when they have sets like this for sale, Kickstarters or crowdfunding, they have goals, stretch goals to reach. And as the stretch goals are reached, they give you more stuff. This one's opposite. Buy it now quick to get the extra figure. If you wait till later, there is no stretch goals and you're too late and you're not going to get King Grayskull anyway now. They almost kind of shot themselves in the foot by, you know, not having King Grayskull the whole time or making him a stretch goal for later on. I don't know. The whole thing's disappointing. And my computer's not going forward. Oh, here we go. Let's try this again. There we go. Oh, the video. So they released this video this morning. So cool. And there's the punching bag. Dun dun dun. Yes. There's the monorail. You guys probably can't even hear me over all the sounds. Bum bum bum. All right. So there you go. There is the outside. There is your King Grayskull that you get if you buy it within the first week. Man, that would really stink. Can you imagine? You're at home and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I really can't afford this. And your birthday's coming up and your wife says, hey, you know what? Go ahead and get that playset you've been dreaming about for the past 40 years. And this will be your birthday present. And you're like, yes! And you go to log in, and you're one day too late to get the free King Grayskull figure. Bum, bum, bum. It looks like the mouth does close to fit a figure inside, and there's the elevator shaft on the back there. Let's look at the back side of this again. Yep, so you can see it now. The mouth's closed. There's the elevator shaft there. So I think their incentive to get us to buy early is a stinky one, and I think it's kind of a cheap play tactic, because everyone knows Kickstarters, GoFundMe's, not GoFundMe, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, all those crowdfunding things. Even back on Matty Collector days, it was always the last day, the last hours that they would get their numbers. They wouldn't know if they got it or not sometimes till the next day when they tabulated them. So by them doing this first week, you get the figure, all we're going to see is all these people that get it first all the time anyway, jump up and get it. And then a bunch of people that usually wait to the last day, they're going to get it on the last day of that week to get their King Grayskull. Then we're going to see sales drop off to almost nothing because now there's no incentive. And then maybe a small little kick at the end that might boost the numbers. But I don't know. I would say it was out of the MOTU universe by 87, says Captain. Let's see. Game says, I've seen Fisher Price toys much bigger for 80 bucks. Laughing out loud. Originally it was almost $89 a long time ago. Now it'd be like $300. You are right, Rodriguez. Is most of the figures are about 3 times the price. And we were kids. He-Man figures were, $5 towards the end there. Some were cheaper, like 3 something, 2 something. But generally speaking, towards the end they were $5 about the time that the stuff came out. And now they're 15, so 3 times the price. And Castle Grayskull was like $25, and it came to $75 when we bought it, or $77 or whatever. So 3 times the price. This was someone just said $89 when it came out, so $90. It should be, 3 times 90 is what, $270? So $300 is a pretty fair shake at what it should have been. And even that's kind of leaning on the high side, considering, like someone said, you've seen Fisher Price toys bigger than this. I mean, this isn't made of Lego. Come on. Anyway, let's take a look at your guys' comments. It's been said there'll also be a $50 surcharge. Come on, are you kidding me? Now, I could see if you're buying it on some other website or something maybe, but really, is Mattel going to charge us a $50 surcharge over and above the shipping? Yeah, maybe I could see $50 non-refundable. I could see that. So maybe it's $500, $550 for the non-refundable, and then $50 shipping for a total of $600. Then you add taxes on that. That'd be $60 worth of taxes probably for $600. So we're looking at $660. Whew. Oh man. You know, I was really planning on getting this, making some cool things for it. Like right here, you can see where it connects. Right here on the bottom down here. And that's where I was going to add my extension piece so that you could fit a classics in there. But, you know, I don't think I'm going to get this. I'm really leaning towards not getting it at this point. And I know I've wanted this for a long time. I was kicking myself for not buying the original one for $1,000 when I had a chance. But this is not the original 80s one. And they're asking us to fork up a little under $700 after taxes, after shipping. And the surcharge, actually, you know what? The surcharge is going to push it right up to right over $700. So if there's really a $50 surcharge, we're talking $710. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way I can look my wife in the face and say, you see these cool 3 towers? I spent over $700 on it, honey. There's no way. There's no way. So they have priced me out of this. Probably many of you too. And you know what stinks? Oh, now I'm getting on my high horse. I wonder if they picked this price on purpose to say they tried, but the fans failed. Maybe they priced it so high that it won't sell. Because they have to sell 5,000 of these. 5,000. 5,000. That's a lot. So I'm thinking that maybe they purposely made it so high. There's no way they're going to sell 5,000 of these to people. And so they know that. And so they're like, well, fan base, we did make you an Eternia. You didn't want it. No, we wanted it. We just didn't want to pay the price you were asking. Anyway, let's see. David the Toy Man says, let's see, have to buy, bro. Oh. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, well, one guy's saying he'd go as high as 300. Yep. Yeah, the CGI one's looking better and better all the time. And it's crazy as the CGI Castle Grayskull, probably if you were to weigh them, it probably doesn't weigh much more than this for all the plastic. I don't know. I don't know. So what are your guys' thoughts? I've been reading some of your guys' thoughts. I don't know if you guys are as irritated as I am about this right now. But I want to know. I know it's still early. I know you still have time. You might change your mind later. But right now, what is your gut telling you? Is this beyond? Master Far wants a shout out. Hey, Master Far. What is your gut telling you? Is this just like beyond ridiculousness for the price? Let's go ahead and check out the web page for this. Here it is, Mattel Creations. I got the link in the description. Eternia is a bad deal ATM. Yeah. Save up. You can thank Hasbro for this. I thought it was going to be like 800. I was really hoping for 350, but man, I don't know. Vintage one is 1500. I'm going to buy this. Already know I am. Who am I kidding? Yeah, Black Phoenix 77. You're not spending 500. Oh, for a dollhouse. Yeah, it's not 500 bucks, man. It is not 500. It is. Let's take a look here. Clicking the link here. It's loading. It says 550 here. And yeah, they don't give you surcharge. Because this item is heavy, large and heavy, a surcharge of 50 will be applied to US orders, and a surcharge will be applied to international orders. So, am I reading this right? A surcharge of 50 for US people, and a surcharge unspecified for international orders. So, otherwise they just say a surcharge of 50 will be applied to all orders. Because what else is there besides US and international? I mean, they're not going to do intergalactic orders. So being US and international is all there is, I'm guessing it's 50 for US, and another surcharge undisclosed is going to happen for international orders. Oh man, what is that going to be? 100? 75? 300? Yeah. Yeah, you know, if this was already classic size, or if they made it large enough so classics and Masterverse would fit in it, I would spring for the $710. I really would. But being its origins and my classics won't fit inside it, yeah, I'm not going to spring for it. I might make my own thing eventually. 3D print something. I don't know. But this is not for me. As cool as it looks and as big as it is, it will not fit my classics. And so classics is where I'm at, so yeah. Oh, minimum $950 Canadian pop actor. That's horrible. So why even make the price $550 with a $50 surcharge? Why not just say $600 and not put the surcharge down here to make us matter, and instead say there'll be a surcharge for international orders that's, you know, whatever they're thinking of plan charging plus minus $50 for the price they added on. Oh, hey, don't forget to check the frequently asked questions, because there'll be a lot of them. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because you know, yeah, that's $600. Plus tax, plus shipping, plus waiting. March 29th, 2024. Now here's what kills me. And you guys know this already. March 29th, 2024 is going to hit. On or before, right? People are going to start getting these. And you know this $550 price is going to be over $1,000 on eBay. Dude, it's more than a whole year. Yeah. Crazy. Like Mythic Dolphin said, $550 US, $50 fee, taxes, shipping, at least $700. Dude, it's over $700. You're right. When is the clearance sale? Pop Actor, there is no clearance sale. If they don't get 5,000 people, they are not going to go forward. And of course, they're trying to make it sound cool. Early backers, when the Eternia Playset is funded, all orders received between these times will get a King Grayskull, Key to the History and Mystery. At 5,000 backers, right there. The epic display that will turn. So let's take a look at here. Okay. $600 times 5,000. That is $3 million. $3 million. $3 million. It is a 3 with 6 zeros afterwards. Here, let me type it in the chat so you guys can just see how big this number is. 3,000,000.00 $3 million. So they want to raise $3 million before they'll release this. You know what? I'm thinking this is not going to be a go. They are not going to find 5,000 He-Man fans willing to sock $710 or more into this playset. There's no way. There's no way. They should have lowered the price and raised the backer limit. This won't get backed. We have spoken with our wallets. Yep. Armando, you are right, I'm sure. But man, what a missed opportunity. I mean, we all want this. I bet you if someone said, "Do you want an Eternia playset? I will send it to you for free." Everyone would be like, "Yeah, send it my way." Even if I charge you $200, like, yeah, $200, $300, sure. 400, well, maybe not. 500, ooh, 600, no. I don't have any space for this thing anyway. Yes, sour grapes, man. I like it, Black Phoenix 77. I don't have room for this anyway. I'm not getting it. Yeah. I guess Mattel needs their first disaster like Hasbro's Rancor. Or the ghost of Rider Hell Charger. Hey, the Ghost Rider didn't go through? I didn't know that. Maybe another 40 years we'll try again. Yeah, but in 40 years they'll charge us $1,200 for it. Actually, 3 times the price. So, actually more than 3 times the price because, yeah, it's like 5 times the price of what the original one was. Crazy. A little over 5. Almost 6 times the price. Let's go and try this. 600 divided by 86. Yeah, 6.9 times the price. 6.97. Almost 7 times the price by the time you add on the $50 surcharge fee. Because when you go into the store to buy this when you were a kid or your parents, they didn't pay a surcharge. They didn't pay shipping and handling. They just grabbed it off Toys R Us or wherever and brought it home. So, yeah, we're talking almost 7 times the price, which is far greater than any of the figures are price-wise for percent more. My parents put many Mattel CEOs' kids through universities. Pop actor, that is hilarious. Studio Henge says Ghost Rider isn't done, but it's stuck at halfway for a while. Not looking good. Well, thanks for the update. I appreciate that. David the Toy Man, he's basically saying in 40 years he'll be dead by then. Oh. Have to calculate for inflation. Yeah, that's way too much inflation. It has not gone up 7 times more since 86 when this first came out, or 87 when it first came out. What was it, 86 or 87? Let's ask Siri. What is the percent of inflation since 1986? Okay, the inflation calculator says 2.7 times more. So $1.86 is worth $2.70 today. So it should be 2.7 times more. So let's go and calculate that out. 86 times 2.7. It'd be $232. You tack on a King Grayskull figure, roughly $250. So $250 is what it should be for inflation. Yeah, like I'm saying, I think they're just doing this to say they did it. Because the fans have clamored for this for so long. And at that price, do they really have to sell 5,000? Really? Really? All right. Anyway, I have 250, 300 would be okay. Yeah. Well, somebody else did an inflation calculator online, and his came out to 350. So there you go. Even with that calculation, still 350 is not too bad. I compared the Hell Charger to the Sentinel since people are dropping out. Oh, not good. Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Bat fan number one. How much is the tooling and everything to recoup the money? So those are all good questions. But see, like someone said, that Mythic Dolphin, he bought the Netflix Castle Grayskull for $100 on Amazon due to all the hidden play zone and effects. We use the Origins figure, as I'm not a fan of Netflix He-Man designs. I think it was a better choice. Master Far says, just did a video on my channel why you shouldn't back this. I'll have to check that out, Master Far. Thanks for letting me know. If you guys haven't checked out Master Far's channel, he's got some great stuff, some great Transformers, and he has some really cool customs in there too. So Master Far does a really good job with his videos. It's always fun to watch his stuff. Let's see. Speaking moistly, I live in Canada. This thing will cost me almost $1,000. Holy cow. Eternia is like $3.27 worth of plastic. There you go. $3.27. Slave. Oh, Gladiator Brig. Slave labor doesn't cost much. That's awful, man. All right. So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and call the video. Thank you for joining me. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, share this video around. And it's been a lot of fun, and yeah, I think they priced me out. And let's see, can you check out the video first, please? Yeah, I'll check out your video, man. Needs to be in 6 tiers for this price. How much is it? It is $550. $550. And after you pay $550, you then have to pay an extra over and above $50 surcharge over and above so it's $600, and then you still have shipping and handling and tax. Crazy. Anyway. Oh, Malcolm says he'll take 2. Yeah, I wonder how that works. If you buy more than one, you pay the surge charge for each one or for both. How about shipping? Is shipping individualized, or will they combine shipping because it's such a big item? And because the item is large and heavy, are they going to pay their workers more money to carry this large box, or just suck more money from us? Let's see. Gnomski said, I thought it'd be around 700. Well, Gnomski, good news for you. After taxes and shipping, it will be over 700. So you are right in your price range there, man. So you are there. Mattel needs a new motto. Should be, give us all your money. Oh. Today I went to Big Bad Toy Store. And they have, let me just go there for a second and show you guys, in case you haven't checked it out yet. And they have a whole bunch of pre-order stuff. So I clicked pre-order all the way down and stopped here on Manny Faces. And when I was done, it was over $200 that I pre-ordered. It's like, holy cow, I can't believe it. So I am reconsidering a lot of stuff because, like someone mentioned before, we just can't keep going at this pace. It's just too much, you know? It's crazy. Yes, Pop Actor. My wallet says no, my mind says yes. So I think soon I'll be having another purge of my figures again. And I might be reconsidering my buying habits. My credit card is getting stacked and I need to pay it. And some of it has to do with doing these stupid pre-orders. Not on Big Bad because they don't charge you till it ships. But like on Super 7, on Mondo, you know, getting that She-Ra and that He-Man. It's like, ah. So, yeah. Spending way too much. In Italy, $6.90 plus shipping. Did they... Do you know how much shipping is going to be for you in Italy, man? Too many lines to get. Yes. Now, here's what's cool. This is kind of fun. I'm surprised about this. Let's see if I can find it again. Let me zoom back out because it's too big to read. Okay. Did they get rid of it? Join the battle. Opposing arms. The race is to 5,000. Tower of Power. Center of Conflict. Oh, they have return policy on this. Okay, what is crowding? Can I be charged? Estimate ship date. Oh, here we go. Refunds and cancellations. Let me zoom this up right here. Okay. So, you may cancel your pre-order during the campaign period by calling customer service at 1-800-858-0102, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 Eastern Time. Please note holiday hours may vary. After the campaign period ends on 11/9/22, there will be no refunds or exchanges. So, if you wanted to see what it costs for your country, you could go all the way through the steps. If you accidentally buy it, you can still call and cancel. So just as a heads up, they do have that. They do talk about they ship to P.O. boxes and U.S. territories, Alaska, Hawaii. Let's see. Surcharge of $50 apply to U.S. The surcharge for national orders may vary. Oh, I was right. I knew I read that correctly. Look at that. Surcharge for international orders will vary by region. Instructions will be included. Well, I'm glad they'll include instructions. It's good. Ooh, you guys can't use your $10 off. No $10 off if you didn't use your coupon yet for the $1.10. Let's see. Mattel Creations charges a higher shipping price, but it's the price in... Oh, I lost where I was at. Tip your pizza driver. I need toys. David the Toy Man. That's awesome. Eduardo. Well, at least it's not the $900 I thought it would be. Can you do a video on how to make fabric capes? I actually already did do a video on that. I will put the link in this description later on there for you, Master Far. Or you know what? I'll put the link on our lounge. So for those who have been to the lounge, we've got a lounge Grayskull. Links in the description. You can check it out. And I will put the link to the cloth capes on there. Let's see. Randy says it's just a bad investment. Won't even be able to sell them for more later. You know, I don't know. I mean, I guess if they sell 5,000, it might be a hard push to sell it later. But, because, you know, if 5,000 people already have it, that's a lot of people having it. You know what? Let's watch that video again. Yes, the video is epic. It does show some cool things. Just not $710 cool. Master Far. Oh, sorry, man. I'm not going to repeat what you said, but that's funny. That is really funny. But wait, Master Far. If you order right away, you can get one for free. Hurry, Master Far. Let's see. Phoenix says, Phoenix Richardson says, I might have a better chance, and we think, from what I understand, the molds are almost done. I don't believe we're looking at a prototype. Wow. If you can afford it and suffered for it temporarily, you only live once. Matters will buy it. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, I said that about Snake Mountain. When Super 7 at Snake Mountain, I said to myself, you know, you only live once. I'm going to regret it later. And I am very happy I got my Snake Mountain. It is so cool. I'm just ecstatic that I have it. And if you don't own Snake Mountain, the Super 7 one, this would be a cool piece to get for your collection because it is big, it is mammoth. But if you already own Snake Mountain, you already own a giant Castle Grayskull, you know, you really don't need it. I mean, not really. You already have a giant playset. But if you don't have it, then yeah, I could see somebody, you know, getting this as their centerpiece, like it said in the thing, but I already have my centerpieces. I don't care about the original King Grayskull, so I don't really care about this one either. There you go, Black Phoenix. Pop Actor says, yes, Todd, this is what I'm thinking. Gnomsky says, why didn't they go with a classic King Grayskull? Makes no sense to make him Revelations. I wonder if they're going to release a classic King Grayskull in a single card. I wonder if that's what the deal is. Because I could see them doing that. And they probably figured this one is not as much liked. Can you imagine if they would have released only the original King Grayskull? We probably would have all been screaming then. What? I want that King Grayskull, and here you released them only in a $710 playset? You'll get 3 sets anyway. I don't think so, man. Let's see. Pop Actor says, I hope if they buy it, Mattel decides to sell on creation site the Snake Mountain. Yeah. Snake Mountain, $350. Which is so crazy. Because Castle Grayskull in the stores was only, what, $77 or something. I don't get it. Yeah, spring 2024. That's a long ways off. If they sold the 3 towers separately, I suppose as long as all 3 towers together didn't equal to $700. That's... Yeah. I think I'm angrier than you here. Thanks, Master Far. Beast Mode says, I better start building a custom table for that behemoth. Yes. A custom table is needed for this. That's the Masterverse King Grayskull head. Is it? Is it also the Masterverse King Grayskull armor too? And is it the Masterverse King Grayskull cape? I wonder. I should pull them out and compare them. Captain Paisley says, I want Snake Mountain. Give us Snake Mountain. Yes, and like I said, originally I was going to buy 3 of these. I wanted one for me to be unaltered, unchanged. One for me to customize and make it work for classics. And one for my grandson to thrash. But it's $700. I'm not going to buy one for my grandson to thrash. It just isn't going to happen. I'm not going to buy one to keep original, and I'm not going to buy one to customize. It's just done. Yeah. All right. Jinx Caliber says, yes, all Masterverse parts. So there you go. It's not even that unique of a King Grayskull. Maybe it's just to show what he could look like. Maybe when they release him, he'll be a whole lot worse. Yep, they probably just cobbled it together just for the picture. Pop Actor, I don't get concerned about space. That set could go in a washroom for all I care. David the Toy Man, buy 4. Oh yeah, yeah. If they're charging this price, you can guarantee if Snake Mountain sold on the site, it's going to be way over $200. It might even be over $300. It'll probably be half the price of this. Yeah, there is no reason, Randy Moss, for it to be this much. It's like they have taken this playset, right? Let's see if I got a picture of it here. Oh, I got to click back on my screen. It is like they've taken this playset and they have already made it, waited 10 years, put it on eBay, and resold it, and we're paying that price. And so we're paying 10 years from now eBay price for this playset is what they're charging us. They're like, you know, these crazy guys, they'll pay, you know, $1,500 for a used one from the 80s. They'll easily pay $710 for a new one. And what worries me is what is the quality going to be? We've seen the floors in Castle Grayskull and how flimsy they are and how flopsy-mopsy they are. Is this like, this piece right here is going to be that same kind of soft plastic where it's going to slowly dent in over time on the bridge? How about this door? Is it going to get warped as time goes on? Is this little piece going to break on the chain right there? And is the chain going to be able to keep going through whatever pulley it's going through, if it is? Or is it eventually just going to wear out that plastic and just work like it's sanding it off as you pull it through? Yep. So that's my fear. Maybe this helps hold the floors up so they're not flimsy. Because really we only have 2 floors that really are being held up. And what is the track made out of? Is it made of brittle material? Is it going to crack like our original ones kept cracking? Mattel was trying to kill us financially, says Pop Actor. This set will list for $1K on eBay, but no one else will buy it for that. Mattel should do a build-a-figure kind of deal. Now, see, a build-a-figure would be cool, right? So 1 year, you take and you get all the pieces you need to build this. Another year, this. And the 3rd year, the big centerpiece. Because everyone's going to want the centerpiece. So you got to do it in that order. Otherwise, people buy the centerpiece and they'll stop and use their Grayskull and their Snake Mountain themselves. So you have to do it in that order. And but the problem is, as time goes on, I've seen build-a sets, and sometimes they don't match up. Sometimes the plastic colors don't match as the years continue, and sometimes you have pieces that just don't go together like they're supposed to once you try to get them together. I mean, we even have figures, their legs are different heights when you get them for build-a-figures. I remember my DC figure, the bad guy from Superman. I'm going to say his name wrong, as I always do. Darkseid? Darkseid. I don't know. Darkseid, Darkseid, whatever his name is. He's got one leg shorter than the other. And it's because they made a build-a-figure out of him. And it's like, really? And at first I thought it was just mine. And I sold mine and then eventually bought another one and it had the exact same problem. One leg shorter than the other. If collectibles are this expensive, does it mean our personal collections are more valuable? Darkseid. Okay, thanks Black Phoenix 77. Yes, Big Bad Toy Store has Wave 11. I heard Mattel sold the IP to Fox or something. So games, I imagine your personal collections are more valuable to a point. An example is if you take a look at Origins, for instance. If I tried to sell you an Origins He-Man figure with the old head, you couldn't get much for it. But if I sell you a Scareglow, or a Trapjaw, or a Triclops, you'll get a lot for them. So again, it depends on how many are sold, and it depends on who the character is. So something like this, if we're selling 5,000 of them, I don't know how that's going to work, because no one's going to buy this for their kids. It's not like back in the 80s where parents bought them for their kids for Christmas or whatever. So the people that buy them are going to only be the collectors. So I don't know. That's a really good question. I just don't know what to tell you. Pop Actor, done with the pre-order. I've had it. Batfan 1. Fox is owned by Disney. I think Universal owns Masters of the Universe. Let's see, Black Phoenix. That's a rumor that Scott Knightlick started on his YouTube channel. He claims that Mattel is losing the rights to MOTU in 2023. I want this set, says Rez, but there's not enough here to fork over $700. $700. One playset that kids will never be playing with. That is true. Let's see the other, the Half Sound Productions. Well, one Half Sound Production says, I agree with you. Thanks, man. All right. I think I really am going now. I think I've had enough complaining. Thank you guys for listening to me gripe and complain about this set. I'm going to go watch Master Far's video. I suggest you guys do the same. Check out his video. And I guess I'll play my Darth Vader. So, good journey. And it is Darth Vader time.
If you found enjoyment, like,